All right, Tai Otoshi. There are a lot of variations for Tai Otoshi. What we are going to emphasize is just an underhook Tai Otoshi. So I'm getting that underhook. I'm going to get this arm, okay? And the Tai Otoshi is going to look like this. All right, bringing him down. There are multiple grips that you could utilize. A lot of traditional judo would actually use this grip and this grip, but I think for the kids, these grips are actually harder for them to use typically, whereas something like an underhook is a little more effective. So I want underhook and elbow. That's kind of the first step, underhook and elbow. You can just have them work on getting the underhook and elbow. Games like hugger leg also build them in the direction of trying to get underhook and elbow. One thing nice about Tai Otoshi is I actually don't want to be chest to chest with her, unlike a lot of situations, so it's kind of easier for the kids in that regard. Now I've got some steps. One step is I step in front of her foot, and the other step is I step outside of her foot with the other leg. From here, I'm going to rotate her. So like this hand, I want to think of it like throwing something, okay? So like if you can kind of teach them from here, we're going to throw the ball, that will help. If you're seeing them struggle a lot, an alternative finish from this Tai Otoshi is step across, step outside a little bit. See how I'm like squared up to her? Is this knee, I can knee shot here, and that produces a pretty solid Tai Otoshi too. I actually kind of like that for the kids because there's a little less impact when they come down. What kinds of mistakes are you going to get? Well, you know, now they want double unders when you didn't want them to have it, so they grab both under. Or they go both over, all right? That's the trickiest thing for them, is to get one arm doing one thing, one arm doing the other thing. So you probably want to drill that separately a little bit. Just have them practice this. Have them practice this, all right? Have them practice this, okay? The legs too, it's a little tricky, but another way to think of it in simple terms would be, you know, I taught it in a more articulate way, but you could just say, their toes are facing this way, so now my toes face this way. Just kind of turning in a really just basic way for them, all right? Last thing is, it's hard, like in a traditional Tai Otoshi, there's a snap to this knee that kind of creates a nice throw, but that will be harder for them than just saying, if I drop this knee and turn, this is actually kind of easier for them to get those simple details, right? So last look at the Tai Otoshi. Then here, getting inside, boom. And you will see it streams really nicely into the super chill, which will usually follow up lesson to this. So.